What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? This is the student master teacher, Mr. iStayWoke, Chris Monroe, and I got a question for you. What would happen if someone you knew, let's say your mother, your sister, your auntie, your niece, any woman you can think of, went into a police department wielding knives over her head saying she wants to kill the police? What do you think will happen to her? Well, after this story, you might just change your mind. Right back after this.
Arlington police used a taser on a woman who came into the police department with 2 knives. Fox 4's James Rose is in Arlington now with video of the takedown. James.
Well, Heather, you know, ask any cop and they'll tell you 2 things. One, when they come to work, they never know what's going to happen. The other thing, they'll say when something does happen, it happens in a matter of seconds. That's exactly what happened here. When that woman came to Arlington Police Headquarters with the 2 knives, from the time she hit this door, it was 68 seconds before she hit the floor.
Officers working the desk, here's a door open, looks up, this woman's walking towards him with a knife in each hand, and it's raised above her head. I mean, this is an aggressive stance.
This is 9:15 Tuesday evening in the middle of the Arlington Police Headquarters lobby.
From the moment that she came in, he started talking to her calmly, put the knives down.
28-year-old Patricia Sion and the officer behind the counter are the only ones in the lobby. Listen how calmly the officer calls for backup.
I need officers up at the front. Got a woman up here with 2 knives in her hand.
Within 40 seconds, officers swarm around the lobby.
As soon as they got here, they formulated a quick plan which combined not only lethal force cover, but also non-lethal force by using a taser.
And the taser took Sion down in seconds.
It's one of those crazy situations you never expect, but it happens.
Corporal Jose Alvarez deployed the taser.
I'm glad that the training came in handy the way we train, and it worked effectively.
We interviewed her afterwards. Didn't make a lot of sense to us. She just came in, she was agitated, in an agitated state, and determined that she was going to try to harm an officer. This could have very well been a different outcome if any one of many variables would have been slightly changed.
Now, Sion still remains here in the Arlington jail. She is charged with making a terroristic threat. Heather?
This is the student master teacher, Mr. iStayWoke, and you know we got some brand new jewelry in that you're gonna like. Represent Africa in red, brown, black, tan, or get the Pharaoh. All that and more at chrismonroestl.com. Free shipping, chrismonroestl.com. And we are back. This looks like another case of America's dumbest criminals. I mean, how dumb can you be to go into a police department with 2 knives, knowing that the police are armed to the teeth? You know, they got all this new high-tech equipment now, the best weapons, the best tasers. You're gonna go in there with 2 knives. Now, what the heck was she thinking? Now, this is sick. This is crazy. Now, the thing that I really wanted to focus on was more so if this was somebody that you knew, if this was a woman that you know, like a black woman, like a melanated woman, like a black woman, or anybody that you know that even has any kind of dark skin. Even though this lady looked kind of Mexican or something, or Hispanic, I don't know what she is. But I just know if she looked a little bit more like me, it would have been another Sandra Bland up in there. They grabbed Sandra Bland out the car in Texas for just talking stuff. And this lady here got knives and all she get is a taser? I don't know. I don't know. You got to see it for what it is, family. I just want to know what you think about this. Do you think this is justice? Do you think that this is what should have happened to her? Or should she have been taken down with lethal force? Or was this just good police work? I want to hear your comments on this. Let me know what you think. I'll talk about this type of stuff in my new book as well, Racism, Understanding the Basics. Check that out as well. Do what you do and be who you be. And you know what else? I'ma see you before you see me. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? This is the student master teacher, Mr. iStayWoke, Chris Monroe, and I got a question for you. Do you understand racism? Do you understand all of the elements that make up racism in America against African American people? I got a book just for you. Check it out. Racism, Understanding the Basics. In this book, I break down all of the basic fundamentals of racism in America. Many believe that racism is simply name-calling and threats to an individual or group. It goes much deeper than that. You may realize that this is a real problem in America. and probably even the world. Check out my book, Racism, Understanding the Basics. You can get it at bit.ly/iStayWoke book. After reading this book, you will have another perspective on how blacks need to take a different posture going forward if we ever want to have real progress. Check it out for yourself, bit.ly/iStayWoke book. Do what you do. And you know what else? I'ma see you before you see me.